And in news coming in from Karnataka's Kolar, where a man belonging to the lower strata of the society allegedly died by suicide after he was tied to a tree and assaulted by what we are given to understand the upper caste men for overtaking their vehicle on his motorcycle. So, shocking incident coming to light where a man died by suicide after he was tortured and assaulted by a group of men. The man, we understand, belonged to the Adi Karnataka community categorized as SC, was found dead a few hours after the incident on Wednesday. We'll go across to Prajwal for more details on that. But a man having allegedly committed a suicide after he was tortured by a group of men. We have Prajwal to give us more updates on that. Prajwal, if you could give us more details as to what really forced the man to take that extreme step.
Samiksha, it is now being understood that this 25-year-old victim who has been identified as Uday Kiran belonged to the Adi Karnataka community, a scheduled caste, and this particular incident happened at Mulbagal Taluk in Kolar district. And on Wednesday, on the 30th of November, this particular man was passing through a village called as Bevinahalli, at which point of time he has he's actually overtook a vehicle. And the other person whose vehicle he had overtook was offended by this entire incident, and he's being identified as Raju. And therefore, initially Uday was asked to stop. He was waylaid on the road, and then he was spoken in a derogatory manner by Raju and stated that why did Uday overtake his vehicle? To which Uday has apologized and he's left to his work. But again, while returning back, Raju, along with the three of his accomplices, which also included a person by the name of Muni Venkatappa, waylaid him again at Bevinahalli, and they seized his mobile phone and then sent Uday, stating that he will have to bring his elders to take this mobile phone, otherwise he will not be he will not be given his mobile phone. To which Uday went back to his village but did not speak to anybody at that point of time, and a few hours later he again came back to Bevinahalli, at which point of time it is now being learnt that allegedly Raju, along with Muni Venkatappa and two others, tied him to a tree and started thrashing him and beat him black and blue. And therefore one of his relatives, his brother-in-law Hanmantappa, came to the spot and took back Uday after he apologized to Raju, Muni Venkatappa and the two others. But Uday, unable to bear the insult, hung himself and has allegedly died by suicide. Now, a case has already been registered at Mulbagal Taluk, and one of the accused, Muni Venkatappa, has already been taken into custody in this particular case here, Samiksha.
Yes, Prajwal, also the question here being that while this man was tied to a tree, he was beaten black and blue, as you were telling us. Why were those people really who were standing there as bystanders did not initiate any action?
As of now, we are getting to learn that this incident has taken place at an isolated place. There were no bystanders there as of such, because this happened at a farmland. So therefore, there were not many people, and this has taken place at a very faraway place. And only after Uday called did his brother-in-law get to know of the fact that he was being tied up in a farm and then he was being beaten up. But several residents have now raised their voice after they got to know about this incident, stating that people from the lower strata of society are being targeted allegedly by the upper caste people here, and therefore action should be taken against them. Only after which the Kolar SP initiated action and took one of the people into custody, and now he has been arrested, and he's also been booked under the various sections under the Prevention of the SC/ST Act there, Samiksha.
Yes, Prajwal, stay with us. We have activist Brinda DK also joining us. Ma'am, if I can get your response. The question here, what can really be done to prevent any such incidents in future? This man who was tied to a tree, he was tortured, and as a result of which he took this extreme step of committing suicide.
Yeah. He was feeling so ashamed and humiliated that sadly he took such a step. Of course, the family bears all of the sorrow and the sadness that this person is never coming back. But we cannot absolve the state. As per what you were telling also, the SP arrested somebody because the village cried you. Otherwise, the SP was not doing much about it. What is the state doing? Why is it that the police do not address these kind of cases when they come to them or take suo motu action? Because these are the people who are supposed to be there protecting citizens. If the state itself connives with these kind of people who else will we go and ask help from? So one is, of course, one person has been arrested, but the next is, why aren't those people's photographs put out saying that these are culprits and the police are looking out for them? A. B. Why is it that there is no bolo out for these guys? Because they can't go simply absconding. And if they are going absconding, then we must understand that they are having the support and connivance of people in power. And I will not rule out politicians also. So the state has to take responsibility. And the SP must be charged to get these people in the next 24 hours and ensure that a watertight case is built so that they are punished not only for abetting the suicide of this man, but also that they thought that nothing will happen to them, that cases will not get registered. A message must go across very strongly.
Well, absolutely, ma'am, and time for the Karnataka police also to really act tough to prevent any such future incidents. Thank you for speaking to us. So, Brinda Adige there giving a response to this case coming to light where a person was tortured to a point where he was forced to take this extreme step, and he in fact committed suicide. Prajwal, of course, continues to be with us. Prajwal, if you can talk to us more about this area, where this incident happened. Are these incidents really common there? Because definitely these people thought that they would do such a thing and would get away without this incident really coming to the notice of the police officials.
Samiksha, now and then, especially when it comes to Mulbagal Taluk in Kolar, there has been stray cases which has been reported even in the past as well. And in only in some cases where the victims unable to bear the humiliation, as Brinda Adge was pointing out, only unable to bear the humiliation have they gone on to take this extreme step. But all in all, this is definitely quite a serious matter which has been haunting, which has been plaguing Karnataka for the last several years. And only with the prevention of the SC Atrocities Act, can't it be stopped? The state government will have to act more strictly on this, and also will have to take tough measures so that innocent lives will not have to be lost over here, because the parents are completely helpless in this particular case. They went on and stated that their complaint was taken later on, and only after 2 days did the police even go on to act on it and went on to nab this person. But because of all the media glare this particular case is taking on now, it is being understood that teams are being formed to nab the other 3 accused, including the prime accused here, Raju, who is said to have beaten up Uday here. But all in all, the Karnataka government should definitely go on and act. And irrespective of the governments, be the BJP, Congress, or the JDS, this is something which needs to be touched upon. And also recently, when the BJP did go on and do a yatra to reach out to the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes, one of the main agendas was to make sure that such incidents will not happen. But now these promises remain merely on paper, and they're not being carried out. This is the apathy. This is the sad state of affairs. But hopefully
Absolutely.
the state government will pull up their socks and take some sort of action.
Well, absolutely, Prajwal. Thank you for getting us those details. So the apathy that really stands exposed, and of course also those empty promises which are made by these politicians time and again.